From Simon & Schuster Audio.
The Folded Sky, a White Space Novel by Elizabeth Bear. Read by Sarah Slimani. For Jen. The past has no existence except as it is recorded in the present. John Wheeler. Chapter 1. The sky outside the ports resembled a brindled jewel. Bands of light alternated with void black as crumpled space-time hurtled past our ship's stationary warp bubble. Over the past 5 months, I'd watched the patterns grow dimmer and farther apart. We were leaving behind the dense star fields of the Galactic Core, bars and arms. We were headed into darkness. It was an awe-inspiring artifact of the intersection of nature and engineering. I was sick to death of looking at it. The novelty of white space had worn off. Cabin fever was setting in. Every kid wants to travel in space, right? Well, I'm here to tell you most of it is boring. Admittedly, I was cargo, and the ship I was on never let me forget it. We had travelled almost the entire radius of the Milky Way to reach a system-sized archaeological site previous explorers had called the Baomind, a vastly ancient, vastly interesting, sentient artefact swarm left behind by the Korgoi, our forerunners and transcenders as a galactic civilization. My goal, the proposal that the Synarch had accepted when they authorized my trip out here, was to build a preliminary catalogue of the information held in the Baomind. I wouldn't have time to do much more, I thought, but once we moved it to a safer location, and it had reassembled itself, knowing what it knew and what kinds of expertise and experience it could share would be tremendously useful. Possibly useful enough to win me a spot on the permanent research team. I'm an archinformist. My name is Dr. Sunya Song. My friends call me Sunya. My kids call me Mum. My wife, Salvi, calls me Son. I had spent the past half year in transit and in preparation. Because I was just a passenger, I had no responsibilities except to exercise, build my algorithms, and catch up on my reading. The crew were glorified long-haul truckers. They were also a docked clade.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?